She died 35 years ago this week, but is still fondly remembered for the beloved character she played on TV and for her pickles.
Tonight we find our Tar Heel traveler in Siler City. Scott Mason pays tribute to Aunt Bee.
Oakwood Cemetery in Siler City, the resting place of Aunt Bee.
What in the world is sitting at her grave?
Pickles.
There was a jar that big and this big around of pickles.
The pickle episode on the Andy Griffith Show.
And here's the surprise. Some of my new homemade pickles.
Siler City was often mentioned on the Andy Griffith Show.
Actress Frances Bavier bought this house in Siler City after the series ended. Siler City is where she retired.
The grass and how green everything was.
And how friendly everyone was.
Daddy was always the type of person that when there was a visitor at church, before he left, he would try to meet them and greet them and thank them for coming.
And Daddy and Aunt Bee soon became friends.
And Daddy would often come home and he would share little stories with us.
Stories that Connie Lineberry has put in a book.
Said she sure wished she had a cat.
So Daddy brought her a cat. She ended up having a lot of cats, didn't she?
I understand that she had probably 15, 20 cats by the time she passed away.
Hello.
I had heard that sometimes tour buses would come through and stop, and that sometimes people would get off and go to her door, knock on her door, just wanting to get a peep of her.
All those peeps can take a toll.
I'm a people person and I love people, but I couldn't take that.
It makes you wonder if there ever really is a Mayberry.
If there is, I think probably Siler City's about as close to it as you get.
Andy, I'm sorry.
The story of Aunt Bee, there's a hint of sadness about it, isn't there? The fact that she was alone.
That brings some sadness to me every time I hear of anyone being alone. But, you know, I feel like that Aunt Bee came here looking for something, and I hope and pray she found it.
What do you think she was looking for?
I think peace, just to live in this, maybe a small town.
And to die in a small town.
And they're honoring her by dropping off a jar of pickles.
Jars of pickles in memory of a life beautifully lived. But do you think she did live peacefully here?
I think as much as she probably could have anywhere.
If you want some more after supper, I'll bring you over a whole jar.
We could use more Aunt Bees in the world.
The actress we know as Aunt Bee died December 6th, 1989, 35 years ago this week, and people still leave pickles at her grave in Siler City.